Hey everyone, it's Evan from the Trade Risk, Thursday, February 12th, and I'm here with some trade ideas heading into the end of the week. I did my analysis on the markets yesterday in my video, so check that out if you're looking for my thoughts on the market. I'll run through the indices super quick, but I really just want this to be trade ideas. So we had some nice continuation today in the S&P. Yesterday in my video I talked about the market being very constructive in my mind. Above 206, I think it was, it's a long signal for me. I want to be involved in this market above 206, above this immediate recent supply of resistance. And today we saw some nice continuation. Does it continue? I have no idea, but I'm willing to just go with it as long as it continues to act well. So the SPY looking great. The IWM, the Russell, I'm actually long this from earlier today. I'm going to look for this breakout to continue. This looks good to me, and the Qs look the best, effectively just breaking out. Not quite all-time, well, it's not all-time highs at all anyway, but not quite recent highs for this market yet, but it's pretty much a breakout in my mind. Now let's get into some stocks. First I'll talk about two names that I said I was involved in yesterday. ZTS was one. I got dinged out of this one today. It still ended up technically with no real damage at all. The uptrend or this potential breakout right here is intact. This gap from the earnings on yesterday is still intact. I basically got dinged out on the lows today for a flat, for just scratch on this trade. So it still looks, reasonably okay. I hate this bar for sure, as far as, being a momentum trader. I don't like to see this type of bar, but technically it's not a whole lot of damage. My other one that I expressed, that I said I was in yesterday, FMC, this one had nice continuation today, broke out of this flag. I got in it yesterday. I like the close above the previous day's candlestick, and it looks good. Zoom out, you can see there's not a whole lot of overhead supply here. It's got room to run a little bit here in 63.70, and then you got all the way up to 66 and change up here. So that one looks pretty good. A little bit of a chase at this point, but you could still make a trade out of that. So a long setup I have now, NXT. This one breaking out. You can see maybe a little inverted head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it, above $53. Looks pretty good. Take a look at a weekly chart. You can see there's some highs back here at around $55, $56, but this one really looks good on a weekly chart. So you could be setting up for a longer term move here. So that one is in play. Next is TXT. Nice move above resistance today, 43.75. Breakout, strong close. You get a little bit of supply right here above 40, about 44.50. But still a very nice looking chart. Next, PPG, chemicals play, 230, 250, just thereabouts is where I had resistance. Closed pretty much on it, so we'd want to see some continuation tomorrow. So still a pretty actionable trade if you're in if you're looking for breakouts, if you're looking to play a potential leg higher in the markets. This is what I'm giving you. These are all the signals, breakouts, fresh breakouts that could have some fresh leg ahead of it. So keep this one on watch. This looks pretty good. Next, Solar City, not quite as actionable because it has come a little ways now. $52 was definitely a level, and now $57.50 though you can see bumping up against multi-month resistance. And you can see if you go back here, it played a role back in mid 2014 as resistance. So you could look at this as some type of perhaps head and shoulders, or however you want to look at it, but I think above $58 or so sort of negates it, getting above $60. So it could move quickly if it can get above here, because it's pretty thin trading. Look how fast price moves, both when it went up, broke above 57, and then when it came back down, it moves pretty quickly through here. So keep Solar City on watch. Another one, HLIT. This is actually courtesy of Chartseer on Twitter. Sent this one out today. I liked it. Take a look at this high tight flag that's been developing here. It had a close above it today, and then zoom out here on this daily chart. You can see this is a pretty critical level going all the way back. So take a look at a weekly chart now. You can see it's been relatively range bound for many years now, which is the only sort of gripe about it. But this could set in motion a pretty nice sizable move if it wants to continue here. So look for it to continue above today's highs. I think you have something there. Next is IBM. IBM is a strange one for me because it's certainly not a picture perfect trade, but this 159 level I consider pretty damn actionable, and it's fighting here whether or not it wants to get above it. The underperformance today, not something I super want to see, but you might have something here. 159, if it can get above this level, I think you get a pretty quick trade up into this 164 level, and then if you do kind of smoke past this level, you could get another nice igniting move into perhaps this gap. So I know it's been a damaged chart for some time now, but you can see just by the way the bulls are stepping in here on some of these candles. It's through earnings now, so it could have something ahead of it. Similar theme here, Oracle. Take a look, $44. It pegged it today, couldn't quite get above it. Still had a nice over 1% move today, but this one could get going again. Look at a weekly chart, you can see had a big impulse leg here, consolidated, and now it's trying to lift up again. So I think 44 is pretty actionable here in Oracle, so keep that one on watch. And finally, I have OTEX. This one, not a very strong close by any means, but it did clear a key level, 59.80, call it $60 today. Software company. Look at a weekly chart here. It's been consolidating nicely for a couple of months now. So it looks like it could be ready to make another move here. So keep that on watch. And that's all I have for today. As always, if you like the videos, move to YouTube. Please do subscribe. Bottom left icon here. Click that. Subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out. And that's it. So I hope this helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.